Joey. His photograph is just the way he was, you know. He's a very handsome boy, very handsome boy.
The family of Rocky Commanda and the late Joe Commanda set out on August 25th to commemorate a journey decades ago that ended with only one brother returning home from residential school. Their sister Loretta organized a walk for Joe.
I thought of all the trauma that, you know, a sudden death and no family members around. So I said, we have to bring him home. We have to lay him to rest with the family.
Children who were forced to attend the Mohawk Institute sometimes followed train tracks to try and escape the school known as the Mush Hole due to brutal starvation conditions, and many tried to return to their communities. In September 1968, brothers Rocky and Joe Commanda set out on a 450-kilometer journey home. 50 kilometers out, older brother Rocky was apprehended by police, and Joey got away and continued. Doug George was a friend and protector of Joey at the Institute.
He was part of our group, and our group protected each other against a lot of the violence that took place at the school. And so we decided to parallel his journey because we couldn't walk on the train tracks last week. We followed as closely as we could on the hard surface streets.
Joe's siblings were determined to set their brother's spirit free. Approximately 100 people joined them on roads and highways through the cities of Brantford, Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville, and Mississauga to Toronto, where Joe Commanda's escape came to a tragic end.
He got hit by a train on number 3 track, right close to there. And that's the only safe spot we can get close to the tracks.
The family has trouble discussing the tragedy, but for Doug George, he knows why Joey ran rather than return to the Mush Hole.
Joey's death was a direct result of the fear that he had that he would be victimized. And it's related to the conditions at that institute, the brutality, the food deprivation, the sicknesses that took place there. And the police never investigated this as a criminal matter the way they should have.
A coroner's report found no fault with the train driver and no recommendations were made. Survivors of the Mohawk Institute have declared the site a crime scene ahead of the possible discovery of unmarked graves there. 53 years have passed without justice or healing for the Commanda family. This walk is the first in the process of bringing the children's spirits home from the Institute.
I felt that this sickness in my stomach every time I thought about Joey or the residential school, that what could I have done to have saved Joey's life. But this weekend, you know, at least we released him, and by releasing him, hopefully it'll release us.
Just before arriving at the tracks, a cooling rain came down as the walkers pressed on.
You know, I feel relieved. There's something that was there all the while, but I think it's going to be gone now because we did all this for him.
Brother Rocky Commanda felt relief.
I'm sure happy it's over with now. That's it. But it's all the hard feeling I can say. But I'm glad it's over with.
A ceremony and feast took place in Pikwakanagan. Family and friends are hopeful that the walk will result in increased federal consultation with survivors as more children are recovered and brought home. Elena McDougall, APTN National News, Brantford.